Hey guys, welcome back to our 100% playthrough. Here we are in Sunken Ship Part 2, Electric Boogaloo. We just beat up King Calamari, we figured out the world's most difficult 6-letter password, and now we explore. See what else is here in the Sunken Ship. Now, fun fact about these bullet bills here, I mean, they knock you off, but you can disable them permanently if you can manage to step on them, which is easier said than done. Close. There we go. I got one, so now this cannon won't fire anymore. I mean, it's not exactly the most groundbreaking thing in the world, but hey. Again, I show you those things you may not have known. You would think that beating the operator, the rat sitting on top of the cannon, would accomplish the same thing, but you would think wrong. I'm sure it makes sense to somebody, just not me. Oops, that is not what I meant to do. All the rats on parade. Sure, we'll find another one. It's good experience, right? I like these little Gorgon enemies. They're these weird floating pig things that are made up of a bunch of little floating pigs. Very Final Fantasy-esque. Did you know this game was made by Square? Who knew? Pop up here, get some money. Now this poor rat here, he seems like he should be able to go under here, but he can't. Poor guy. Oops. And here we are in the Mario Mirror Room. So, as you can see, you jump right here to reveal a treasure chest. And you need a little help from yourself to get it. Yet another hidden chest for us. Yeah, I probably don't need this many syrups, I guess. But yeah, this guy mirrors your moves, as you can see. But if you're moving while jumping, he sometimes doesn't jump. So that's how you get on his head, is you have to be moving while you do it. And if you try to talk to him, he's just your friendly ghost. Ow. Bye-bye, bonehead. Alright, and hidden behind this wall of boxes over here, if you can get past the dry bones. The sunken ship is real big on having enemies block your path. Hit him with a sheep. Give him the chair. Ugh, man. Rotating the control pad is really hard with this controller. It's a dinosaur. I've had this since like 2006. Give him the sheep. Poison gas. Bowser is the only one on your team that can consistently poison people without items. Nice frog coin for you. Trying not to fight this guy again, but he doesn't make it easy. Okay, we got a little, not exactly a mini-boss, but another one of those hidden chest enemies. So let's top ourselves off. And yes, I'm aware there's a mushroom right there. Hit on. Ow. Yeah, this guy hits like a truck, in case you couldn't tell. Mario. Let's let Peach bring you back. Okay, so weird thing about the little Goombets here. So, most enemies in the Japanese version, their psychopath messages are references to various Japanese pop culture stuff. And those kind of get lost in translation. A lot of those translations did not carry over at all. Or if they did carry over, they wouldn't make sense at all to Western audiences. But for whatever reason, these little Goombets, their psychopath message is a reference to Teddy Roosevelt. They say something like, "Me speak soft, carry big stick," which is something that, well, paraphrasing what Roosevelt used to say. I don't know why they went with that, of all things, for these little guys to say, but hey, I guess that's a pop culture reference that we would get if you were a history buff. I don't know, this is the same translator that expected you to know who Mac the Knife was. Finish him. Fatality. Like I said, a lot of money. 999 coins. And there's our mushroom. And if you come back into this room, this chest now has coins in it. But we have 999 coins, so that seems like kind of a waste. Well, we might find an excuse to come back here at some point, and we'll get that then. Did I just land on a kipper? I sure did. As you may have guessed from the fact that Mario and team are kind of purplish, and the Mr. Kipper here is purple instead of the green you see out of battle, enemies have underwater well, some do. Some enemies have underwater palettes, color palettes, in addition to normal palettes, and that crab that I just killed, Krusty, is no exception. It has a water palette and a normal palette, but you never see that enemy above water, so you never see that palette. Okay, Princess Peach, she can actually do pretty respectable if you give her attack, because her endgame weapon, the frying pan, is pretty good. But she's really more of a magic-focused person. You probably want to do magic on her, because it boosts her healing output. HP is also a good choice for her, even when it's not the biggest boost. Because it's not the biggest boost right now, and you can see it boosts her HP by 5. That's more than anybody else. So I'll leave that one up to you. Again, there's not really a wrong answer to this, but usually for this level up, I like to give her some more HP, because she's kind of lagging in that department. Get some frog coins. Leave me alone, fish. I'm running so fast. Ugh, this guy always cuts me off. Bye-bye, Krusty Krab. Keep him coming. Gino's attack is almost 100. At base, without anything equipped. Pretty crazy. Okay, and in here, good old secret room with the safety ring. One of the most broken pieces of equipment in the game. But while I'm here in the menu, I want to switch out Mallow onto the team. You might think I'm crazy because Toadstool has healing, but, you know, I want to give everybody a chance to shine. No, that's not what I meant to do. I wanted Toadstool and Mallow on the team. So yeah, healing is great. Toadstool should always stay on your team. That's what I said. Let's see. I love giving Toadstool the safety ring. This is a terrible description. Guards against mortal blows. It makes you immune to all status effects, makes you immune to instant kill attacks, and also blocks elemental damage. So it makes whoever's equipping it quite the powerhouse. So Toadstool, who has the power to heal others, is a great choice to make invincible. The safety badge also... Again, this is a terrible description. It is technically correct. It does prevent mute and poison attacks. It also prevents any other status effects, too. So this is another good choice. Reminds me of those posts. A Caesar salad? You're telling me that Julius Caesar, who has been dead for over 12 years, made this salad? Yes, that you are technically correct with that number, but you could be a bit better about it. Alright, now with a whopping 4 rooms left in the sunken ship, we finally find the shark pirates who run this place. And man, in their limited screen time, they make you remember them. With classic lines such as, "I'll make you see stars," and "How dare you dodge the barrel." How weak against thunder are you guys? The answer is very. If you leave one of these sharks alive, they'll run away from battle when there's only one left. So, if you're feeling particularly mean, you want to make sure you kill them before they run away. More attack. Mallow, let's give you... Yeah, we'll stick with our special attack. Better warn the upper deck. This chest has a mushroom in it. We'll get that after this next fight. Do some amazing barrel dodging. How dare you dodge the barrel? I like that they were trying to get another barrel to throw at you when you came up the stairs. And for some reason, they're surprised that you came up the stairs. Their turns take a while because they have to announce what move they're using. Nice. One hit KO. Special attacks paying off. Thanks. I'll be back. Okay. Let's get rid of the mushroom. We do not need the mushroom. Okay, so very very specific tidbit about this scene. So you'll notice how your party members come out there. Whoever comes out is dependent on whoever's actually in your team of 3. So whoever you have in the second slot and whoever you have in the third slot are the ones that come out here. This is the only cutscene in the game that works like that. Every other cutscene involving party members has specific party members that come out. Johnny, ready to fight. Okay, here's one of those things that I'm sure a lot of people know, but I'm going to say it anyway, because it's my job. Once you get Johnny down to half of his health, he'll use an attack called Get Tough, which boosts his defense and turns him red, and encourages him to challenge Mario to a one-on-one, but he will only challenge Mario to a one-on-one if all of his bandana blues are dead. So if you don't want Mario to fight Johnny one-on-one, you just need to keep at least one of the bandana blues alive. But of course, where's the fun in that? So I will be fighting Johnny solo. I believe all of the sharks, including Johnny, are weak against thunder, so that's part of why Mallow is so good here. It's too bad he doesn't challenge Mallow to a one-on-one. Mallow has HP Rain to heal himself, he's got powerful magic spells, he's kind of built for doing a one-on-one. Big ol' lightning bolt. Maybe he's not weak against thunder, because that didn't do that much. Alright, now he challenges Mario to a one-on-one. Mario is apparently a prideful guy, because he goes along with it. He's like the Goku of the Mario universe. Villain wants to destroy the world. Yeah, but he challenged me to a one-on-one, so I'm going to do that. I don't know why I'm so bad at timing Johnny's stuff. This is why we brought along a few mushrooms. For any of you out there keeping score at home and wondering, why did I do... So jump is supposed to increase in attack power by 1 every 2 times you use it, right? So why did I just do 77 damage 4 times in a row? It's because he's under a defense up status, which halves my attack against him. So don't panic, my jump is not broken. I like how when you win, Johnny disappears and the sharks just kind of stand there like, what are we supposed to do now? And here we go with our 5th star piece, the different shade of blue star piece. And we got 1 star in the last video, and now another one here. We're cruising. According to the law of exponential growth, we should get the 7th star in about 20 minutes. Johnny doesn't like people hanging around. He also doesn't like you jumping on his head. I mean, that's fair, right? Okay, so this 100% current juice thing, I was playing this game the other day, and my wife saw this, and she said, is it current juice because they're like underwater? Like an underwater current? She continues to blow my mind, even after being married all this time. Do some sick acrobatics. That was completely unnecessary. Alright, now we gotta go back to Seaside Town, to the mysterious elder who wanted us to get a star for some reason. Okay, he's secretly Yaridovich of the Smithy Gang, in disguise. Shocked. So he says, give me the star piece, or I'm gonna torture the townspeople. So, yeah, you want to just give him the star piece on the first go-around. If you tell him no, get serious, then the prizes that you get from the townspeople get worse and worse and worse. So to get the best prize, just say yes the first time. Now what's suspicious to me is that you see 5 toads here, but with all of the toads that we saw in the various buildings, there were like 10 of them, at least. Let's see, I'm still pretty full in the money department. What is a quick and easy way I can spend a lot of money? Oh, here's an idea. Thanks, bellhop guy. You guys getting tired of me yet? I guess I've only been here 4 times. It's really not that bad. This would go a lot quicker if I didn't have to go through this tipping dialogue every time. Alright, onward. Now that we're all rested, we're off to fight Yaridovich. Sir, excuse me. Malo is another great choice for this fight, because Yaridovich for sure, I know this, is weak against thunder. And although we've talked about this before, and this game is not particularly difficult, Yaridovich can hit surprisingly hard if you're not prepared for him. So we want to bring whoever we can along to help us. And now that I have enough frog coins, give me the coin trick. I have 196 more stays at the inn, so I need approximately 39,200 more coins. We're on our way. Why on earth did they add this to the game? I have no idea. Alright, here we are at Seaside Town's beach. I wonder how the plot of this game would have been different if the Blade actually got here on time and Yaridovich managed to escape. I wonder if you would have just, like, tracked him down at some point. Group formation. I always thought this effect was pretty cool. Alright, Yaridovich. Similar to Bunt, this is another one of those boss fights that can be a bit of a stopping point if you're not prepared for it. Mostly because of Water Blast. It does a lot of damage to you. This battlefield is cool, and it's the only place in the game where this battlefield is used, but it also doesn't really make sense. I thought we were just on a beach. And now we're in, like, rocky cliffs. You know, I'm gonna be honest here, team. I was kind of expecting Shocker to do more damage than it's doing. Malo, what's going on here, bud? Okay, 107 is okay. Like, you gotta at least break 100. Come on. So remember how I told you the safety ring gives you immunity to elemental attacks? For whatever reason, water is not considered an element in this game, though it still hurts the princess. There we go, 129. That's more like it. Okay, Mirage attack. Alright guys, you know the drill. I had a whole video dedicated to figuring out which one's the real one. I'm sure you can spot the fake by now. Okay, it wasn't a whole video, but it was like a 1/7 of a video. Let's get... I guess all I have are royal syrups. Seems like kind of a waste, but... oh well. When am I ever gonna use these? Alright, guess it wasn't a waste. Shall we double check our homework? This should be the fake one. Oops. Okay, 500 HP. Yeah, the fake one has 500 max HP. Yaridovich is such a big sprite that the game has a hard time with two Yaridoviches on the same screen. I don't know if you could see then, but when Yaridovich, the fake one, was using that physical attack right now, the real Yaridovich had like this weird graphical issue with his face. Even a robot is no match for the power of my jump. You get your star back, and they spare you another star cutscene, which is nice. But yeah, if you're following the plot of the game so far, you remember that the last Smithy gang member we fought was Bowyer, and then one of his little arrows went back and told Smithy, hey, this is what the stars do. I overheard Gino monologuing. So now Smithy's like, oh, I guess we better get the star pieces then. So now he's finally getting in the game. I want to know at what point Johnny made this letter, because we were fighting right in front of him. Did he just kind of sneak past us and stick this letter into the tree? Did he write this while we were just casually, you know, using water blast and big lightning bolts and all that? Seems like an odd choice. But anyway, giant flying axe. That sounds like the blade. I find it odd that Johnny says, you know, hey, I'm going back into the ocean. You should stop by sometime whenever you have time. And then if you do stop by, he says something like, you know, what are you doing here? Get lost, kind of thing. Alright, we gotta save the townspeople. Talking on that window doesn't work after you've beaten Yaridovich. All the grateful townspeople, you're welcome. Who would stay at the Seaside Town Inn when you can stay at Marrymore for 20 times the price? Thanks for the flower box. Okay, now that the townspeople are saved, we can see what the townspeople have to offer us. Your first stop, you gotta talk to the elder, because he'll tell you, go to the far side of Land's End to Monstro Town to find another star. And that's when the next world map point opens up. Let's go visit the rest of the people here. this is your good old generic item shop. Selling the basics. Let's buy a mushroom so I can show you who's next door. Here's Mushroom Boy. If you give him a mushroom, it has to be a regular mushroom, not a mid mushroom or a max mushroom. You give him a mushroom and he has a chance of giving you something in return. Since you can go pick mushrooms for free in the forest, it's not a bad deal. Okay, this one's, he gives you a maple syrup. So not bad. So the items that you can get from him, you can get a maple syrup, a rock candy, or a flower tab. I think those are the only ones. If there are more, I'll put them in the notes to the right, but I think that's everything. I don't do the notes live, guys. And here's the accessory shop, where if you didn't get the Zoom shoes from Booster Tower, you can get them here. We have a ton of money, we might as well buy this to complete our collection. Now we got one of everything. Thanks, judgmental accessory lady. And here's our weapon and armor shop, run by these two children. And all they have for sale in the armor shop are all the other armors you could have bought up to this point in the game. So, nothing too groundbreaking here. But the weapons shop guy has some interesting stuff. As one of you pointed out, my mistake in one of my earlier videos, you can in fact buy more copies of the Knock Knock shell. So feel free to sell it. Forgive me. Even I get mixed up sometimes. But the Troopa shell has the exact same attack power as the Masher, but without the damage variance. So it's kind of up to you. Do you like the damage variance or not? If not, go ahead and buy this. Parasol for the princess. We already got the Hurley gloves. We'll buy the double punch. The ribbit stick. And this hammer, you can see from the description there, a lucky hammer. This is not the same hammer that you got from beating the Hammer Bros. This hammer has a unique property where whenever you time it successfully in battle, you can play the lucky gambling minigame thing after that battle. So if you've ever wondered how people do low-level games, that's how. You get the lucky hammer. Double punch. Thanks, boys. Okay, and then over here, we have Beetles Are Us. The guy makes you read this before you can do it, so you might as well read this. But you can play this fun minigame in Booster Hill where you can try to catch beetles by jumping off the barrels and sniff its heads and whatnot. Yes, you have to listen to the explanation apparently, even though I already know what it is. Okay, so kind of a ripoff. You have to buy a beetle box from him, which is 50 coins. You go to Booster Hill, try to get as many beetles as you can. If you bring back the box filled with beetles, you trade it in for coins or, you know, sometimes frog coins if you get lucky enough. And you also have to pay an initiation fee. That's the ripoff part. So this one-time fee of 100 coins, together with the beetle box. Gotta see some ID. How does Mario identify himself? Like that. Alright, now we go to Booster Hill. Save after our fight. Everyone loves a good minigame, especially an excuse to come to Booster Hill. Nah. The game works the same way as it did the first time you were here on Booster Hill, chasing after Booster. Jump on barrels, jump on Sniffet's heads. Try to get as many beetles as you can. Easier said than done. Come on. Ugh. This beginning is so annoying with the one barrel. Alright, on the board. We're cruising now. Do. The little guys are the ones that are worth 1 coin, I think. Ugh, there's a gold one. That's the frog coin one. Disappointing. It'd be nice if I could at least make my money back, getting the big ones, but hey, what can you do? We do it for the love of the game. Give me a yellow one. Well, it's luck of the draw. There was only 1 gold one in that entire thing, and we didn't get it. But that's okay. 12 beetles. Not bad. Okay, so we made some decent money. Let's go turn it in, see how much we got. $208 coins. Not bad, huh? So we at least made our money back, and since we don't have to pay the initiation fee anymore, we could always make more money if we tried again. Of all the ways to make money in this game, it's one of the slower ones, but, you know, it's nice to do something different every once in a while. Alright, to sign off on this video, I'm going to go ahead and stay at the suite one more time, and while I do that, I'm going to talk about one of my latest projects. So, the Big Yoshi Super Mario RPG ROM hacking Discord is having a contest currently. And it's a contest to make a short hack that's, well, fun and good. But the theme of the contest is making a boss fight. So I'm participating in that contest. I'm going to be making a ROM hack that involves fighting. I don't want to spoil who it is already, but it'll be fun. But I'm sure that once that contest concludes and all of the participants have released their patches, I don't know how many people are participating, but I'm sure I will play those on this channel. So watch out for that. The contest ends at the end of August, so probably sometime in early September you're going to see those. So watch out for that. But for now, that'll be it for me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.